All right. It's going to be good enough for today. I'm still going to zoom it in. There we go. All right. Good enough. Good enough. What's going on? How y'all doing? How y'all living? Let me plug the mic in real quick. Getting a lot of downloads, y'all. So doing a lot of meditation, a lot of sleeping. So when I start sleeping like this, I don't normally like you know what I'm saying, mess my routine up. Get back to doing things I normally do. One more thing. Shout out to my new and my old school subscribers. Y'all were going up quick. I love this channel. All right. If you guys don't know, I have a few channels, and this one right here is my third channel. But narc awareness is where I kind of got my foot in the game and really started coming into myself. You know what I'm saying? Like really becoming who I am. And my main channel is about getting closer to God. I'm not one of those people. It's just about getting views. I'm trying to make sure that I'm bringing people in the right direction. So I wanted to branch off this portion of myself and make this other channel. That way I can really, dig deep into narcissism like I used to, which is, where I had most of my views at because I really studied it. I mean, I really, just like I study astrology and, tarot right now, um, doing readings and stuff like that, and, the zodiacs. Before I was studying about, that spirit of narcissism and, really getting in deep about, it being more than just something that's, people have these tendencies. Nah, it's a spirit on them. They're super wicked and, pretty much taking over because I lived it. See, some people don't live it. They're online just trying to, trend and get views, which is what a lot of people do. I lived it for almost 10 years. And then the ex before her was a narc, and the one before her was a narc. So we're talking about 13 years of dealing with narcissism before it was even something that was even spoken of, before someone collected all the information and realized this is some kind of behavioral pattern. This is some kind of like, mental disorder. And mental disorder a lot of times is a scientific term for having spirits on you. They just can't say that, right? There's no scientific way for saying, oh, you got spirits on you. You got demons heavy on you because you're vibing so low and you're so dense, any demon can get in. So, I just wanted to talk a little bit about the covert female narcissists and how they operate and the reason why I'm moving the way I move now. I'm not going to be on this too long, 11:16. So here we go, real quick. Oh yeah, shout out to all my new subscribers and my old subscribers. You guys are dope. You guys are watching the content. You guys are building this channel. We're building it from the ground up, baby. Yeah, like Sigmas do. Shout out to, what I'm saying, all of my Sigma, ladies and gentlemen that's watching. You Sigmas by default are narc bullies. You know what I mean? You are the one that's a truth teller. You're a truth seeker. So, while you're getting all this information and you're, bouncing it out of your, frame, people are listening and those demons are getting triggered. You know what I'm saying? So you guys out there that are watching me, the reflections of me and whatever community you're in, salute. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are great. I love the fact that you guys are watching the content. And some of you guys that are out there that are going through the healing process of just getting rid of a narcissist or feel like you're dealing with a narcissist, this video is for those that feel like they're dealing with it. And ladies, if you can apply it to, men, if you can, most of these traits will still work, I guess. I'm a heterosexual man, so heterosexual man, I don't know anything about what men do like that per se. I don't date men, but as far as what I've seen, how it's really the female narcissist as a whole, but she has different phases, right? Okay, so the covert phase is the phase of the female narcissist where she's then went through a narcissistic collapse, and a narcissistic collapse when she's going through a breakup. She feels vulnerable. She doesn't have her normal 3 to 4 to 5 options. Her options are minimal. Her living condition could be like couch surfing, living with a parent or something like that. That's a collapsed narcissist. So they'll do whatever it takes to get out of their situation, right? to monkey branch on to a new guy. So they're putting themselves in all kind of awkward, weird situations and different kind of groups to try to find a guy that they feel like they can completely attach themselves to. That's a great upgrade that'll make them look good for their girls and their other options, make their other options jealous. This is how this person operates. Now, see, the malignant narcissist is the narcissist once this person, this woman, has accumulated, got a guy, accumulated some kind of material possessions and a little bit of money, credit cards, and she's able to bask in this fake facade that she's presenting herself as after getting this guy who she's draining the life out of. Basically, this is where we get the term energy vampire, because she literally attaches herself, either like a vampire or a parasite, and then just continuously drains. While doing so, the narcissist as a whole always causes confusion because their mind is in a complete state of confusion at all times. So they believe that reality of confusion is normal reality. So they're trying to confuse you with all kind of stuff, and these people do all kind of things to satisfy that demon. You could be a man making over 100,000, 200,000. This woman will still cheat. Understand something? They never stop cheating. They're never, okay, this is what a narcissist does, especially a covert. They build this false dichotomy, this false reality, this community around them of flying monkeys and minions. People scared to go against them and don't really like them, but stay close to them. And then those that just, want to be underneath them and learn from them, think they're this great person. Really, the narc just grabs whatever they see. See, what a narc does a lot is research. A narc is very insecure. So they're always looking for people online, celebrities, whatever, that have cool, trendy things, and they want to take things. They're always trying to take. So they're taking things from these celebrities, wherever they see, and they're making this Frankenstein's monster, right? Which is what I look at it as. But a lot of people look at it as, oh, this person's always trending. This person's always catching on to the style before everybody. No, this person's always watching everybody else ahead of everybody else, and grabbing trends. Like they're able to detect patterns through doing this, mimicking all their life. So I'll give them that. They have the ability to detect patterns, but it's on such a small scale. Like they're thinking trendy patterns. How can I fool this person patterns? How can I fool these people patterns? Not like, how can I improve myself through this ability of being able to recognize things that can improve me. Their mind is stuck in the mindset that they got this mental prison in, which was a childhood age. You know what I'm saying? Let me drink my water. Dropping these downloads, man, dries the mouth out. So, because you should be fasting whenever in the AM. But anyway, they're stuck in this mindset of wherever they got stuck in this mental prison. The mental prison they got put in was by their narcissist parent, whether it was a covert or malignant or overt. It was a narcissistic parent that was doing all these things, and they watched this parent and they learned how to love from this parent. So they trauma bonded with this parent, guardian, whatever they're, the person that they grew up with that traumatized them this way. And instead of wanting to be different than the parent, they become just like them. And the relationship they end up having with that parent is the kind of relationship that seems weird, awkward, and it can get that way. And sometimes it's completely inappropriate. And this is where a lot of these because this is where it comes from. It's a person that never gets out of their childhood state of mind. And that's why they need constant reinforcement from outside forces to be their consciousness. Like a child needs someone to kind of reassure them that's wrong and that's right, or this is what we do in society and this is what we don't. They basically take their consciousness and give that responsibility to somebody else, because the whole goal is to stay in a victim mentality no matter what. So no matter what's going on, they're always a victim. They're always the victim, no matter what. No, it don't matter how many years they've been putting themselves in situations, in relationships, because what happens is when they come into a relationship, they don't just be themselves. The whole goal is to trick you into thinking of the best. And see, this is where you have to start really thinking about a woman that tries to come off perfect, and you really got to vet and make sure you're not being sexual with her, because you will run a narc off if you're not sexual with them. That's the problem with guys. They will fall for the sexual trap. You cannot be sexual with them. You'll run them off. A narc always has a trifecta. You know what I mean? But they're stuck in that mental prison, that mindset. So this way they can go ahead and be as irresponsible as they want to, but they built this community of flying monkeys and minions. So when they're being irresponsible, cheating and doing all this weird stealing, they like to steal too. You know what I'm saying? So for no reason. So they'll be stealing and cheating, and they just like doing these wild things. And then they go to their community, they're always on their phone. That's another narc thing. Make sure the person you're with is on their phone all the time. You should have things to do. They're always on their phone. They're getting reassurance from their community. Like, is this the right? And there's always their girls and their sisters and their mother and their friend. Oh, yeah, they're going to do that. You should do that. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, they would never do nothing dumb like that with a guy that has any value. You know, right? Hang on. You know what? I didn't even notice that, y'all. Sorry about that, y'all. I was so excited about getting started. I didn't even turn the doggone, what you call it on? The light on, ring light. So, they're stuck in this child state of mind, and their friends and their family are really living vicariously through them. They would never have the gall or the audacity to do, well, the mother probably did, right? But the rest of them have the audacity to do what this narc is doing. This narc gets to live a responsibility and accountability free life, a conscious free life of just doing whatever they want to do in the moment. And then the community that they've built around themselves, when they've learned the same behavior from their mother, it's the craziest stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's the craziest stuff. And then what they do is they're looking for a guy that's optimal for them. They're always trying to date up. So even if they're dating a guy, understand this, they could be in a full relationship. They're always looking for a new guy to date up. They're always looking for a new guy to date up. Always. And then they'll justify it by saying, "Oh, I've been hurt before, and you know what I'm saying, I need to make, I just don't want to be, you don't know what you're going to do, and I just have to make sure I have just, some just in case." There should be no just in case when you're going into something with good intentions. These people never cut off their exes. They ghost their exes. They end them weirdly so they can find a way to come back in. See, this is why you have to go. I'm making a book. This is why you have to go no contact. See, I did this. Everybody was telling me, you got to at least let her text you. The narc is waiting for you to unblock them, and they're just sending texts to see if they go through. I'm sure she was. I don't care. See, when I go no contact, that means I no longer have emotion for it. And so you'll have people around you saying, "Oh, you're just doing that because you're hurt." You know what the biggest problem is when you're going through this? It's the people around you. It's not the narcissist per se, because you know their routines and patterns by now, especially if you've broken it off. It's the people around you that will try to convince you to give this fool another opportunity, because they can't understand how you're able to drop somebody that you care about like that, and it bothers them because they know you would be able to do it with them. And instead of them worrying about what you have going on, they're putting their self in the narc shoes, just because they just want to make themselves, I don't know, be the victim, I guess. It's weird. That's why I cut everybody off, because I don't want to hear anybody tell me I should at least listen to what? A lie? When you have intuition and you know this person's been lying out their teeth, and guys that you see everything, and you see this person since your breakup has moved in complete ego, has not reached out at all except for trolling, right? Scared about what may happen or repercussion of what you may use with the information that they give you through reaching out. That's not nobody to care about you. This person's talking worse about you to other people, and was doing it the entire time they're with you. They were talking junk about you to other people the entire time they were with you. So that false community they built, they can have justification for them hooking them up with other people, because they built this fake reality where they're trying to make you out to be this bad person, and you're just working, maintaining the family, keeping things together, while the narc is building. Listen, the closer the narc wants to getting away from you, the more chaos they cause in the relationship. They want you to end it. It's called a reverse discard. They want you to end it, so when you discard them, they can go ahead and do what they want to do, and then come back to you, talk, or continuously text you. They never stop trying to text you. That's why I blocked her. We're boyfriend and girlfriend. I dumped her a few times, and she was texting me the entire time like she wasn't messing with nobody. Even I knew she was. But I'm watching her text me like, oh, while she's telling me she's on vacation in New York. We're in New York, not doing that with nobody. But she was mentioning these women that she was with. She didn't know that I already kind of had the feeling that she was down low. That too. These female covert, they're down low. Now, I don't know whether they like the women more than men or it's equal, but I know the one I had liked women more than men. And this gives them the ability to take advantage of men more because they don't even like men like that. So they can just use you like a John or whatever, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like in their mind, it's like, wow, I really like women. This is just they'll build a dichotomy. They'll make it seem like, oh, you just like my side, my beard, my real lady is over here, my side. Yeah, it's all this weird stuff, and they have all these people they're sleeping with. See, the problem is you're a fool if you stay with them once you realize they're not, because you know they're cheating and you know that the people that they're with are cheating. So it's a big pot of messiness and nastiness, right? So you're going to stay in that pot until somebody ends up getting an STD or an ST demon, you know what I'm saying? Sexually transmitted demon, right? And, they do something super crazy, somebody get hurt. Why would you do that? Once you realize a narc and jump out the situation, free yourself. You have to go complete no contact. I blocked her on everything because I knew, for one, her ego is so large because the people that are gassing her up, and then she's been able to do this so long, and she's built an entire life off her ego, and she's not going to let that go, right? So if I blocked her and I said online I blocked her, her ego go crazy. If I just blocked her and said it online, she'd be trying to call me for fake number. But by me saying things online, her ego, she literally rage watches me. She thinks that every video I'm putting out is about her, when most of them aren't. Right? But what I'm trying to say is that's that child, you know what I mean? Like a child mentality of not wanting to lose, even though there's no competition, there's no game to be played. You know what I'm saying? Like you ain't playing with them, but everything's just a competition. It's weird, man. The psychology behind it is so deep. I went deep into trying to figure it out, and you just come to the realization that they're psychopaths or sociopath, whatever, right? They're not normal. They don't have a soul in the sense of they care about hurting people. They want to win. To them, it's about winning. Like you don't win in a relationship, fool. You're either both winning or you're both losing. But, these people have no sense. They're literally children and adult. That's why you have to. I'm going to put information out here enough to let you guys know and why you just got to let them go. Why would you hold on to that? Look, man, ladies, gentlemen, please, man, I'm begging y'all, man. Y'all are probably good people. And I'm not making this video to slight nobody because I have people DMing me about this stuff, man. Y'all got to let these people go. You got to let them go. Like, like when you find out and you figure out they're a narc, for your health, for your children, man, you gotta let them go. These people have issues, and if promiscuity is one, which most time it is, they're never gonna stop being that way. They're gonna be promiscuous always, and then you're gonna be jeopardizing your health. You might not be able to have kids because of these people, or you might not be able to kiss your kid anymore on the cheek, or you know what I mean? Like it's just weird. You don't want to have to deal with that because someone has some weird fetish and they need other bodies on them and in them, and it's just odd. You know, it's disgusting people that eat whatever, live like whatever, and they're just doing this, and then they're coming back to your clean vessel. No, man, you deserve better than that. You got to let these people go. Like, there's no all they're playing games. Man, I've had women. See, here's the problem with my ex. She never listened to me, but she's a narc. That's my ex and the ones before her. I've had other women with narcissistic tendency. I just never let them get to be girlfriend status. Man, I got this ex called Candace, man. She was like the biggest snark I think I've ever met. And that's like, she never was a girlfriend. She never got to make it to girlfriend status because she was such a narc. We're talking about like early 2000s before. She was such a narc. All she did was like gather, bits and pieces from every guy she dated and made this, try to come up with this. See, this is what they do. They when they first get with you, they'll come off the way they came off with their exes because they take all the information from their exes and try to appear what they believe that you're going to want. But see, I'm kind of different. So it takes a little bit to study me. But once they study you, then they start kind of, oh, he kind of likes that. That's all they do is study you because they want to come off as a perfect person for you. So you're getting a chameleon the entire time. So you're getting this completely, you know what I'm saying, masked up person that's not showing you nothing about who they really are. Of course, eventually that's going to slide off. And by the time it slides off, this person's talking about they want to leave and da 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 da. Well, of course you want to leave because you never were being real with me from the beginning. And eventually you get tired of being fake. You know what I'm saying? And then but see, they'll make to everybody else, it'll seem like, y'all having relationship problems. Nah, the person decided to start being themselves. And they will only start being themselves when they have a better option to monkey branch to, what they believe to be a better option. I'm just being real. Just being real. And once they really got that next option locked in, they'll do anything possible to get out to that next one because they still got the X's they're trying to get back to and maintain. They got other options they want to get to and test out and taste and all that stuff. And then they got their new option that they want to actually date. It could be a woman, it could be a man, there's no telling with these people because they're bisexual. They're down low bisexual. So, you know, this mental state they're stuck in where they think it's all about this mental game about, you know, and that's what I'm saying. They're stuck in that child mindset because they don't really read people properly. They get lazy. They're real lazy. So get lazy after a while. Like they think they got it like that. Because I watched my ex like study women and go from doing thin eyebrows to thicker, outlining her lips to make her lips look. I just watched her evolve makeup wise, and I watched what she did. She studied. She'd be online all day, just scrolling through, studying content creators, studying her friends, studying whatever, studying dudes. You know what I'm saying? See what the best tennis shoes to buy. All day long, just studying. And I'm just like, why? You know what I'm saying? So I had this whole thing where I don't study people so I can be my most authentic self and bring that to the forefront to give to people. And she was studying people to try to be the best version of everybody else, right? It's not going to work out. It's not going to work out. I caught the chick one time writing my name repeatedly in a book. I didn't know nothing about journaling and nothing back then. I didn't know it. I thought it was kind of cute, but it was like writing my name out and putting her name, you know what I'm saying, my last name and love each other. This chick was putting spell work on me, man. Like spell work. Like that was like early in a relationship. Look, you gotta pay attention to everything. Right? You got to pay attention to things, man. So when we broke up, and I kept telling everybody, oh, these people doing like witchcraft. The chick was doing it while she was with me. When I realized why she left for that 36 days, I'm like, this woman's been doing witchcraft. This woman's been cheating the whole time. Like everything just fell into place all at one time. And the reality of it, while I believe I'm going through heartbreak, and I realized I was dating myself. I was dating a shitty version of myself. I was dating my shadow side because that's what they do. They mimic you to a T, but you are evolving because you're a human supposed to evolve, but they stay in the place where you were at when they first met you and they mirrored you. And then you get to see that's why it's a crazy dynamic because you get to see the craziest, ugliest sides of you. But they take it to the nth degree. It's like the ugliest sides of you without a soul. They do what you do, but I mean it's like crazy. You know what I'm saying? They do it on a craziest level. So you get to see and that's why when really if you ascend, you look back and you're like, well, this person was mirroring an old version of me. All right. And they didn't want to grow because they don't grow. They're still stuck in their childhood mindset. They can't grow. They don't even know how to. You know what I'm saying? So if you grow too much and you move on and you just move out and they try to reverse discard you to go do the cheating thing and think they're gonna come back, they've been doing it so much. Man, listen, when you just leave altogether, no contact and unbothered, because the unbotheredness is because you came to terms with everything, you got peace. They thought while you were coming across like you were because some people thought you were going crazy, you're just going through that dark night of the soul. Your soul, you're finding your soul, you're connecting with your soul. You're getting that soul connection, that connection to God, and loving yourself more than you love anybody else. And then you're able to reflect on what you've been going through and see, oh yeah, well, yeah, that was my fault. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I could look, and I don't care who watches my stuff and say, oh, you're blaming yourself. So shut up. I'm talking to the people that's been through it. But if you're going through it, you know what I'm talking about. If you're going through it, you know what I'm talking about. right? But you're able to like reflect and be like, yeah, I could have done better, but not to the sense where it's like, nah, I should never been with that person or I regret. Nah, it's like, it was a learning experience. If it wasn't for that, you'd never be where you're at now, which is the greatest version of any version you've ever been. So, not in a sense like you're thanking them for the trauma they tried to inflict. You're thanking God for the ability God gave you to overcome any obstacle thrown your way because the devil threw everything your way, the kitchen sink and everything your way. That's why everybody's looking at you like, how in the world? Because ain't nothing worldly that got you through it. But God, that's all that it was. That's all that it can be. That's all that it is. And those people don't believe in God like that. So to them, they want to believe you're doing magic and and since they can't get past you because the women don't understand is, like mother womb, you got the portal to life, the fountain of youth. You think you can throw it around to a bunch of guys and walk away. Nah, you can't. You know what I'm saying? As much as a guy try to tell you you won't be able to get over me and you still want to play games, you can get under or on top of as many bodies as you want to. That guy that walked away from you, you're not going to forget. You're not going to forget. You know what I'm saying? So like all the games being played to try, because you're gonna be out there, the narc is gonna be out there being ignorant and trying to get under and over as many bodies and getting and smear your name and go out as much as possible. You're just hurting yourself. All that going out stuff too, like what do you all that, man, please. Some people are just gonna do that stuff no matter what. But I advise people to give that some thought about going out all the time. I gotta get off of here. That going out all the time and then being like, oh, at the party, why do you need to party so much, man? Like, and then these same people will be telling, somebody they need to reflect on themselves and why are you partying so much? I understand, but you want to go out, but don't judge someone that can love their peace and quiet at home and be good with that, and then go out when they feel like it. Maybe they've grown out of that going out to the bar, hanging out with their fellas, or there's a lot of women out there that be talking this way, like, I love to go out. Why? But if that's what you're about, which is going out and not never being with nobody, really just partying it up, stay that way, please. Don't never grow out of it and then give some guy the leftovers of every guy that you've been with while you're out there going out. Come on, man. See, that's the reason why, like, y'all be a lot of them get mad at me because they want to be able to be these party girls and then just, end up with the guy settled down. Now, I want the one that like the real flex, the ones that are like holding themselves out for the right man, the ones that are not throwing themselves around to a bunch of dirtbag dudes and then trying to justify it with a bunch of psychological BS they've collected from online. You know what I'm saying? Because they can't look themselves in the mirror because they've messed with too many men and done too much. I ain't got time for that because that guilt that you got, them bodies that stuck to your soul are not going to stick to mine because you got the bodies and the memories of them. All I'll have is the guilt that you accumulated from them that you try to stick to me, like my ex tried to do, right? Trying to stick guilt to me of all the stuff she's done. And when you come out the mental prison you put yourself in, you realize I ain't do all that stuff. I ain't do nothing wrong with this person. All this, whatever I'm feeling is not even me. That's that person's energy. That's not mine. They can have it back. And then yours. These people don't believe in nothing. Man, 20% already. Goodness gracious alive, man. I gotta come. Now I gotta have two phones, man. I gotta have a full battery. I can't watch anything on my phones, and this mic right here, boy, it drains everything out that, and I can't stand that screen freezing thing. I can't stand that. But what's it, 20% or 10%, whatever? But it still freezes the screen. But I mean, that's just what it is. And they look. I'm not gonna hold y'all much longer, fellas, and even ladies out there that like ladies, the same thing applies. A female narc, a female narc. See what a female narc can do is they can be in a whole lesbian relationship and have a male relationship with a man at the same time because they're just sexually fluent. And then society, which is the powers that be, they love narcissism and the spreading the devil's playground, just everybody being sexual with everybody. So that they'll find ways to justify, oh, polyamory and all these new terms and everybody just being with everybody. And no, no. You get caught up in that mix, and the next thing you know, you got some bisexual narcissist, download bisexual narcissist, sexually fluent, giving you sexually fluent language, you know, not like as in like you being bisexual, but like as in you, it being okay with you just like sleeping with a bunch of men, cheating and all this stuff. And no, man, that is demon talk. That is talking about being promiscuous and just giving your vessel to people and all that, and people giving their vessel to just anybody. Nah, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let that stuff go. Let these psychopaths do what they do, monkey branch to the next person, and then mimic their personality. And if that person doesn't grow, then they're good to go. But if that person starts growing and that narc still in that same mental place where they mimicked all the bad traits of that person and mirrored it back, man, it's gonna be bad. That's why, like, my ex and her friends, they're like, how does he? Because I don't have no love. Like, I don't hate nobody. I got no love for him because I don't know who that woman is. You understand what I'm saying? Like, that woman's so fake. I don't. When literally right after we broke up, she was talking to me using slang. Like, she sounded like, you know how some of them. No offense, but you know how some Caucasian people, when they're trying to sound black, how they it don't sound right. That's how she sounded. I'm like, that you never sounded like that to me. So I'm wondering, is that how she really sounds all the time? And was she putting on a fake white voice for me, being a white woman, or was she faking a black scent for whoever she with now? I don't, just adjusting to whoever she's I mean, to hear this person, I didn't even recognize her. I was like, and then she called me she said, you're always playing victim. And I was like, oh man, this is a victim. And she projecting onto me. She's around people right now trying to show out for them. And I was like, okay, all right. And I just take notes. I don't get mad and like give her what she wants. And nah, I'm like just taking notes. Like, I love myself. So you're just a human in my reality for a temporary period of time. I don't really care, right? If you want to exit now or exit in another year, okay, then you exit now. I'm going to go ahead and, you know what I'm saying, end up with another human, and we share experiences or whatever. And it'll last for as long as it's supposed to last. Nothing on this plane lasts forever. The only thing that lasts forever is your soul. So when my soul leaves here with the memories and with the lessons I've learned, you won't be leaving with me. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, no hard feelings. I learned some stuff, you learned some stuff. We keep it trucking. But see, what I've learned, I'm going to teach other people about and become rich and famous, you know, and I'm going to live forever through whatever I teach. You and the exes that, you know, you guys have that are narcissists are just going to be the X's of greatness or the ex narc of greatness. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, there ain't gonna be no name associated. It'd be just that ex-wife narc that triggered this and brought you into this portion of your reality, and or that ex-girlfriend narc or that ex-husband narc. It ain't even, their name ain't gonna be involved. You're gonna be on shows or whatever, or wherever giving seminars, and it's just gonna be these exes, or that's all that they are. Just a moment and a memory and a lesson learned. That's all that they are. You know what I'm saying? Whereas you are going to be teaching just by you being around people, going through that, surviving it, and then thriving and becoming a beacon of light, even if you don't teach. Like, because if people know your story and see you thriving, it's like that's motivating enough. That's like, man, look at this dude, look at this chick, man. I remember you remember seeing them when they were going, and look at them now. But they can do it, I can do it, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters. That's all that matters. So, like, I mean, have I taken some days off? I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Like, the past 3 weeks, God has elevated me. I felt it, and I don't need to work hard like that no more. That phase is done. Now it's work smarter, not harder. Spend time with my son. You know, my abundance is here. You know, it's gonna manifest how it manifests. It's here. I'm a seer. I know. You wonder why I ain't been online as much. Y'all thinking I'm dating, and I ain't gonna never tell you what I'm doing. But you could like women not. Women don't really want to know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? They like to just make up things that they want to make up. They're gonna do it anyway, even if you tell them what you're doing. So I let women decide what they want to decide. You know what I'm saying? But I know what I'm doing, and I've just really come into a new place. Like, I've come into a new mental capacity, like a new mental space, basically. I've ascended into another dimension, man. I feel like I'm above 5D at this point, man. I feel like I'm on some another level, right? Like when I went to the, I'm in the 5D where I was like, I love everybody. I still love everybody. But I see the demons in y'all now, though. And I don't let y'all get me worked up. I was seeing all the love in everybody. You go through that phase when you go through your ascension. And you're like, you be looking like, why can't you love everything like me? After you get to a certain point, you're like, oh, I know why you can't love everything like me. You covered in demons. I don't care. No big deal. God's got me. I ain't got to worry about you. And that's where I'm at right now. And it's a level of just such relax. I'm so relaxed. I don't know if y'all can hear my stomach growling or not. I'm fasting. I haven't eaten nothing yet. I haven't eaten nothing, baby. I don't eat nothing till 2, and I don't really start drinking a lot of water. I'm sipping this water. I don't drink a lot of water until, after 12. You know what I'm saying? I like being close to God. I like when God talks to me. He can't talk to me when I'm inside the house and not outside in the sun and feet in the ground and dirt, and I got a bunch of toxins in me from the food that they be giving us. No, 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 no. I fast. I fast. I don't care how hard my stomach's growling. 9 times out of 10, that's the parasites or whatever they give us in the food begging me to go eat. And I'm like, no, 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 no. You don't get that work. You don't get that work. This vessel gonna fix things. You don't get that work. Yeah. Ah, I feel good, y'all. I'm telling you. I'm on another level, man. On a new level. I'm not even lying to you, man. I, I'm so calm. Listen, watch this. You feel the energy? I know you feel the energy shift. I know you feel that peaceful, serene energy shift I just started giving out. Go ahead and take a couple deep breaths on that. Just relax your mind. Just watch me. I guarantee you'll feel more relaxed. Just take a couple deep breaths. Blow them out. Blow it out. And I know you might not want to do this, but you can watch me do this. I'm going to love myself. Hug yourself. Love yourself like you love everybody else, but give it to yourself. Take a couple deep breaths on that. I know you feel better. Don't tell me you don't feel better. See, this is my next level of ascension, man. It's more than Reiki, man. It's I can't put into words, and some things you don't need to. Okay, all I can tell you is I'm on a new level. I am on a new level, and the dreams I'm having, I've been sleeping like 8, 9 hours. Man, I normally sleep 4.5 hours. Something's manifesting, and it's here. God is like, it's the consciousness, y'all. Even if whenever the material stuff manifests, it's whatever. It's the consciousness, because y'all don't know who I was before I got with my ex, man. I was that dude. I was that dude. Still am, but I was that dude. But what happened was, I met, what I'm saying, I had a one night stand with my son's mom, and I wore a condom, and the condom broke, and then, I ain't hear from the woman, and I got hit with child support. So I missed him, being born, and all that was taken from me because this chick was looking for money. I've had problems with women a whole lot. So while I was sitting here moping and stuff, like I'm a dad, so I got a DNA test done, and that's when I met my ex. When I was my most vulnerable, thinking about how am I going to take care of my son, and she seen that, and I was talking about it. And she started helping me change his diapers and stuff. And she literally used my kid to get close to me, man. You don't think that they'll do stuff like that, but they will. They will hate your kid, but then make it seem like they really care about your kid. And you know that they really don't like your kid because you watch them how they treat their own kid. And if you love your kid, you don't treat your kid like that. So if you don't love your own kid, you damn sure love my kid. You know what I'm saying? You don't love my kid. You'll see a narc letting their kid teeth fall out their mouth, not getting them to the dentist, letting the kid eat whatever they want, letting the kid throw tantrums, and doggone damn near getting kicked out of school from bad grades without doing anything to help the child out. All they do is continue to get a bunch of men and women and be on their phone texting and then try to make the appearance. If it wasn't for me, I'm telling you, y'all, I was making that. I was being a dad. Like, hey, you got to be worried about your grades, and you got to stop wearing black hoodies all the time, and you got to stop trying to be antisocial. They don't be paying their kids no, but the kid be going through it because the kid knows everything that's going on. The kid know about all the other relationships. The kid know that the parents like don't get too close to this person because, you know, what I mean, you know me, and I'm only gonna be close. You know, they're doing this stuff, and the kid knows, so the kid can't get close to you. And I dealt with all this stuff, all this psychological. Man, I'm telling you, man, these people. Narcissists, you got to be really careful about things with them. I'll wrap this up because I supposed to got another live off, whatever. The covert female narcissist is, you know, it is a malignant narcissist, but it's a malignant narcissist. Money or whatever, they will say and do whatever to get somebody else, and they never get rid of their exes. That's why you don't want to be on their hamster wheel. You go in no contact and staying no contact. I cannot stress this enough. I don't care what means they reach out to you, whether it's trolling, negative, whatever, positive, email. No contact means no contact. When you go no contact with a narc, they realize all of their shenanigans did not work. They realize that all the skill that they've gotten on manipulating and tricking and conning people only works on certain people. They just can't mess with. And it's going to trigger them hopefully into thinking a little bit more about trying to get their soul back. 9 times out of 10, it's not going to have, they're not going to, you know, reach out to you or contact you. Their ego is too crazy because you're the one that caused it. Maybe the next relationship or the one after that, but not you. Right? You got away, you got free. They can't come back to you. They can't taint you with any of their demons, you know what I'm saying? Or what, for, you're silly person that has gotten less wear and tear. You know, and even if it's about the same, you don't know about it. And you have the opportunity to vet and find out. That narc, you will never know what they're never going to tell you the full extent of what they did because they don't remember everything and they've lied so much they couldn't tell you the truth. Even if they wanted to, they've done so much. They've lied so much, cheated so much, talked bad about you so much, conspired against you so much. They've done so much. They've done so much. Come back. That's why they'll never reach out. I've never in my life burned bridges with a single person I can't reach out to and say a couple words to. That's how crazy it is with these people. Whenever you're doing things they don't want you to do, they start doing things that cause you problems. They'll try to put like witchcraft on you. They'll consistently watch you trying to find ways to troll you to cause you problems, right? They'll make troll accounts. They'll be obsessive and nobody will check them. No one around them will check them. No contact. So she can't fool me. She can't hit me up and then be trolling me at the same time. Nah, you just trolling me because you can't hit me up. You block. Or she knows I don't answer random numbers. If it's not saved, I don't answer it. You gotta leave a voicemail. And they wouldn't leave a voicemail because they feel like I'm gonna use it against them. So they're weird like that, right? So I'm completely protected. I ain't gotta worry about this clown reaching out to me or doing anything. But some of y'all that are actually letting them back in your energy by unblocking them, why are you doing that? You don't mean what you say. Apparently, you haven't been hurt enough yet. Well, go ahead and go back to those cycles. I can guarantee you they're going to finish you off. They're gonna finish, you, dummy. Let them go. Why would you go back? Accumulated. They were accumulating half that sexual experience while they were with you. You mean somebody else to train the same way? And they were getting it from you. You can train. Listen, like one of my favorite channels, right? I just love all my channels, honestly. I love the podcast channel because I get to talk about men and women and get to bring women on. I love this channel because this is I went through this. My my way of life now, right? And then my reading channel, that's mine. I can do whatever I want on this one. Do. It was my original channel, baby, the one that's been through all of the battle. Have all of the different perspectives of myself being expressed without it all being confusing on one channel. Get all the narc stuff because I get on here and it's like therapy. You know what I mean? Like talking to y'all. I know y'all watch this stuff. I know that there's people out there that can, get healed from this. And while I'm talking about this stuff, it's allowing me to get it off my chest, get it out, be done. That's why when people be talking about you need to go to therapy. It's like you seem like you know what you're talking about. With therapy, there's different forms of therapy. You're talking about going to a therapist, but some people don't need that, nor do they like that. So therapy can be anything. What you need to get over and past and heal from whatever gets you there is whatever gets you there, whatever vehicle gets you there. And some people might have need a therapist to sit down and, or some people might be able to get online and that's like their course of therapy. Some people might lift weights. Some people might hit up nature. Sorry, y'all, hit up nature, ground themselves. Some people might have a good family that they're able to go to that can, I can stand it when people say things like, well, you can do those things, but you still need to go to a therapist. Do you not know that a large number of therapists are narcissists? Only you what they believe to be you living your life and healing. Look at how they're living. Are they married? They probably not. Are they in a happy relationship? Probably not. Life, knowing you're doing pretty good, and over analyzing everything you're doing under a heavy microscope that they wouldn't be able to do the same thing with their life on. So, take everything with a grain of salt. Don't pay these people no attention. These covert female narcissists are very dangerous. I'm gonna tell you something. Woman, control your buttons, and you make sure you vet properly. Most narcs will be out within 3 weeks. Sex with somebody. You'll be able to tell when they're sleeping with people because they're going to just disappear. They're going to disappear. They're not going to like women that are out there that don't have a bunch of options. Like with me, I don't. Y'all be thinking that I'm entertaining everybody. I really only like be texting like one woman at a time. Like I don't have time to be doing anything else. So, you know, if she is able to text me back whenever, if she's texting me randomly, then she's good to go. She's probably not talking to a lot of people, but if she has very selective times of day, she can. If you go to check the text her at like 8 at night and she's got you on silent, right? Yeah, she's got somebody around her. I don't care what you say. Oh, I need to sleep. Turn the volume down or whatever. Turn your phone off. Yo, you got the phone set on silent? That's why I love iPhones. They be telling on people all the time. When I see that, it's 8 at night or 7:30 and I go to text you, even if it's 9, and you got that bad boy set on silent, oh yeah, you got something going on, young lady. You got something going on. And I just put context clues together and I'm like, nope, rock on with your bad self. Today, peace, love, and light. I'm gonna work my way on the TikTok quick. After I take a break and give my son something to eat or whatever. You guys, peace, love, and light. Remember, you know, these will be your friends and stuff too. Lady competing with you. You're doing stuff, and then she starts competing with you. That's just a narc in her trying to keep up with you, but she can't. She makes it a competition. There should be no relationship competitions. That's weird. I find people to be really weird that put me in any kind of competition situation, and it's like with you. It's weird, but anyway. All right, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Have a good day. Stay blessed. Man, this doggone mic. Um, and then I'm going to later. I gotta charge this phone. This mic, man, it drains the crap. I gotta almost have a full battery. I had like 75% when I started this thing. Time flies when you're having fun. You know what I mean? But anyway, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Stay blessed. And remember, you know, narc is a narc. Cut them off. Showing you guys what I did, and you see where God has put me at. God ain't gonna put you anywhere if you keep. How can God allow for karma, the good karma, to come into you, and you still got a whole demon attached to you, man? You got to cut that narc off. That's part of the soul, cutting them soul ties you got with this person after being with them that long, like cutting them off cold turkey, showing the universe you serious. Like, I'm serious. I'm ready. I'm serious for whatever upgrades and whatever you have for me. I'm serious. And when you can't telling you what's going on, you got to go about it. If that person was doing the right thing, then you would have to go no contact. But you cannot heal if you let them come back in and slowly talk their way back in with a bunch of lies while they're sleeping with everyone. I don't know what else you need besides that. That means that they are allowing people in and out of every orifice and hole in their body. They're exchanging fluids. That's about as nice as I can put it. Fluids are being exchanged on them all over the place. Why would you? Why are you? You're not doing that. Don't do that. Don't get back in them by sleeping with somebody, man or woman. You ain't getting back in nobody. The person that you end up with, you ain't get. You want to if you try to go sleep with somebody while you healing and trying to get over somebody, it's gonna make you think about that person again. If you, because right now while I'm dating the women that I am looking at that I'm dating, I don't think about my ex at all. Baddie right there, boy. And I just take things because I used to be like, oh man, I like that body, and I be thinking about the body, and then I still think about the body, but not like I used to in detail. Now it's like, I want to go, hiking with her. I want to go to the movies with her. I want to, what I'm saying, go to a baseball game with her or something. Like, you black chicks, man, you'd be surprised. You know what I mean? You gotta go to a game or something like that. You'd be surprised. Or I don't lie to you, you never had a black dude take you to a country concert or something. You know what I'm saying? You'd be surprised. You better go to a concert and everything, be chill, and it's something different. Life should be about having different experiences, not experiencing the same thing, right? But I'm diverse. I do a lot of different things, man. I like to have a good time. What I don't like to do is be trapped in situations or relationships or mindsets. Let's ascend together, y'all. Let's do this together. Let's grow together and understand you're a narc bully. And the way to be a narc bully, you're not bullying anybody. You're a narc bully if you walk away cold turkey. You know what I'm saying? You're a narc bully if you walk away cold turkey. Seriously. That is the most G thing, the most loving thing you can do for that person, yourself, and God all at the same time. Just walk away. Just walk away. You don't even know what they did, why they did it. Don't matter. That's their growth process. You walk away. Walk away. Okay? And don't you, am I not looking better? You know what I'm saying? Look at me as the example. Anytime you start doubting the process and thinking about, you know what I mean, unblocking that, come over here, check me out. I'm gonna look better and better every time. Be like, nah, I'm trying to get like him. I'm good. I ain't going back. I ain't going back. You come back on over here and we'll be talking about other stuff and you'll be able to hear a little bit so you don't get too, you know, brokenhearted about it if you're still going through it. But I'm also gonna give you enough to be like, well, listen, this is what's beyond that situation. Get out of that mental trap in the sense of not take your time though. I'm not telling you what to do. Take your time healing. But you know what I'm saying, as you're working your way out of it, think about how it's a full world of people. And there's so many women to date. There's so many men to date women, right? But there's so many women to date. Like there's so many women that might be like you've okay, think about it like this. You've had the worst possible woman. The worst. And you were making it last for as long as that person never gave to you. And you still managed to make it work. Now you'll have somebody that's reciprocating. You know what I'm saying? That they're pouring into you like you're, and it's just that circle. Man, that's something to look forward to. Then why would you just think about that? Life gets better, and then the woman you, I mean, it's gonna be a woman that's not studying you to mimic you, but she's herself, but just in admiration of you. She just loves you. She just wants to, you know, help you wherever she can. Like, hey, you need me to set up for the lives, you need me to da 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 da, or you know, how can I help you with, you know, not like a helpmate, but just like a friend. You know what I'm saying? You know, she should be like your best friend. And then, you know, the intimacy comes along with that. It shouldn't start off with intimacy and then try. You messing it up, man. You know what I'm saying? Some good energy, reciprocate energy, having you a woman that's, you know, not on this, I'm a independent woman, all this negative crap trying to, nah, man, you want a man, you're not gonna get a man like that. Like, peace, love, and light, y'all. I'll be back on here later, definitely on this channel. Check me out on TikTok, and then after that, I'll be on the Chosen channel. But before I go, ah, ah, love myself. Love yourself. I have a good time, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I have a good time. What can I say?